How long does it take to empty one of these bulk firewood bags? So on my way home last week from recording an episode of the Woodhounds podcast with Joe from Ohio Woodburner, and no, Stan Nelson, this is not a plug for the podcast, but on my way back I got thinking about one of the topics that we had talked about, and one of the things that's kind of been on my mind ever since I dumped out my big face cord bulk firewood bag a few weeks ago. And the thing that was on my mind was, in firewood lately, if you've been around on the live streams or whatever, there's been a lot of talk of bags. Big bags, little bags, bundle bags, and saggy bags. But we're not going to have a visual of those. But anyway, I got thinking about the bulk firewood bag. But I got thinking about it from the side of the consumer. Oh, and if you're wondering, I just opened up the other end of the canopy here. That's why I'm up here on this ladder. So that got me thinking even more about those that watch this channel. I know a lot of us are into firewood as far as either selling it or burning it. But I was wondering how many people watching the channel are strictly consumers. Like, how many of you buy firewood or have firewood delivered to you, or, you know, go to the store, go to the gas station and buy a couple bundles. So let me know down in the comments. Are you a firewood producer? Are you a firewood, do you make firewood for yourself, or do you strictly consume firewood by buying it from another supplier? Because that leads me into what I'm about to talk about and what I'm about to do today. Oh! So a few weeks ago when I did the video with the bulk firewood bags and how I kind of reviewed them and showed how the wood seasoned in them, the one thing I did was I dumped the wood out to check it. But I always was kind of thinking in the mindset of what would these bags be like to use from, you know, my end of it. Like, I'm splitting firewood and I'm tossing it in the bag and I'm using it to take it somewhere to season it. But I never really gave much thought into what it would be like to have that bag delivered to your driveway or dropped off in the front of your house. So today I want to see what it was like to just unload one of these by hand and toss it into the woodshed to kind of simulate that the big bag is dropped off in front of your garage. You need the wood in your garage. How long does it take to empty one of these bulk firewood bags? All right, so in today's simulated firewood delivery, the role of the homeowner is going to be played by me. So hello homeowner, this is your firewood delivered to you right here in front of your garage. Can we unfold it? Can we fold it down? Roll it down? There, maybe. As we get some out. I mean,
all the spiders are
the one
coming alive.
I guess the one nice thing is that it's easier than picking it up off the ground, for now anyway. Like when you get a load dumped, kind of is all spread out. Where this is, it's a little more contained. You better pick up the pace or I'm gonna have to charge you a delivery fee, an unloading fee. Oh, there we got some mold. Bottom of the bag, a little moldy. So there we go. So now if this was a delivery, this could be sent back, and yeah, I guess the bark and the debris and the mess is inside there. So you can see some of that wood is kind of wet, moldy down in there. So I don't know, that piece right there, everything's kind of dark. So the time on the unload was a little over 5 minutes. Right around 5 minutes is all it took to unload all the wood from this bulk firewood bag. So not too bad. That's with 2 people, 5 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna get one more bag and we're gonna do it again. Round 2, bag 2. So the second bag that we unloaded only took around 4 minutes to unload. So that's not too bad. And again, I'm never probably going to be in a position to use those bulk firewood bags for something like a delivery. But every now and then I think it's a good idea to kind of think about things from, you know, the end user, the consumer's point of view. Like, what is it really like to get one of those bags dropped off and then having to unload it? It could be a situation where you have it next to your fire pit and you unload it as you need it. Or, you know, maybe in this case, you know, you were like, what we were simulating was throwing it into a garage and then stacking it from there. So again, just another little different perspective on things. I know a vast majority of people that deliver firewood deliver it to where they either unload it from their truck and they stack it, or they have a dump trailer and they just dump it in a big pile on the driveway, for instance. And I think actually I would probably prefer pulling it out of that bag as opposed to picking it all up from a pile in the driveway. I don't know. It didn't seem to go that bad, you know, just reaching in. And the second bag, the pieces were actually kind of stacked in there, so they unloaded a lot easier. So just something a little different that I wanted to try out today. I had those bulk firewood bags here in the wood yard. I know I want to put them and get them into the woodshed because here's the other thing that I probably should have mentioned is that even though some of that wood isn't fully seasoned that was in those bags, my idea is I'll get it in the shed now, and then the rest of the wood that I have back here to bring in will be put on top of that. And so some of those bigger pieces that maybe aren't fully seasoned, they can just sit in there now all summer and then be ready for this fall and winter. All right, so now the homeowner has invited me in for a adult beverage. I tell you what, maybe those big bags are the way to deliver firewood. And no, this will not get you a discount on the wood. But anyway, I just want to invite you guys to tune back in here tomorrow night for the Back 40 live stream, because we will be out here to open up the Tiki Bar for the season. Hopefully we'll have a fire going. We should be. I think the weather's going to hold out. Was planning on it last week. We got rained out. But this week, I have a good feeling we will be right out here tomorrow night for Friday Night Live. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night.